Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for hanging with the coach. Today, I got my good friend, my brother JR in the house. We're gonna be doing something kind of unique, something we've been trying to do for a really long time. We got stuff in this box. So before we open it up, you want to tell them a little bit about why we're here and what we're doing and how we got here?
What we're doing, we've been sort of avid collectors for the last good part of 25, 30 years of sports cards, collectibles. So we finally decided, let's get some graded. So
tell them what graded is though.
Grading.
So, grading. I'll say this. I think it's a ripoff. I'm going to say it's a ripoff because he's going to be more nicer about it. But
he's probably right, because a card's only going to be worth what a card is worth, whether it's graded or not. So
the grading game, if we would have done this, for example, 20 years ago, we wouldn't have to go through all this. So what I'm saying is, there's so many counterfeits now out there on the market. Fake cards, people buy a sports card, copy it on some super fancy machine, whatever. The reason that I say I think it's a racket is because now you have to pay a company to authenticate your card. And that's the grading that he's talking about. So we've owned these cards for 20 something years. We know that they're legit. But if I tried to sell you that card without it being graded, I couldn't get any money.
Well, you can get money, but not
nearly
as much as you probably could get on a card that's valuable.
Correct. And in that, there are multiple grading companies. So it's not just one. So what was the name of the one that shut down for a while?
Was it PSA?
Thank you, PSA. So they kind of rank these, and there's a company called PSA, and we'll put links into all these companies, but their waiting list was 14, 15 months. What that means is you send them your cards and it would take a year and a half for you to get them back. But their grade carries the most weight within the grading community. Well, earlier this year, they basically shut down to Joe Commoner and said, we can't take anymore. That's how much their backlog was. So we were already lining our stuff up to do.
But tell them how much they were charging if you wanted a card.
If you stayed with them,
yes,
it was several $100, like $400 or $500 per card. Now, to keep that in context, we paid $15 per card, with the exception of this one. I'll talk about this money card over here in a little bit. But everything in this box, we paid $15 for. We paid an additional $5 for imaging. And imaging basically means because what we're going to sell these at, we'll advertise them on eBay or something like that. You don't want a picture that doesn't do your card justice. So the grading company will photograph it for you and all that. Now, it's not just in a case. We had our stuff in cases anyway. It's in a case that we can't open. There's an RFID chip in there now. There's a barcode. We're going to show you all of that. But the reason that we got here today is because 6 months ago, to give you an idea how long this process took, we culled some of the cards. This is 40 cards of the thousands that we probably have. So we went through months and months of basically trying to break down, how much are we willing to spend to test this process out. So that's kind of what
we're testing the process, but we're also testing the company.
We're testing this grading company, which CSG was who we went through. So there's PSA, then there's Beckett's. There's another one that's 3 letters. Yeah. I get them mixed up with CSG actually. And then there's CSG. CSG is pretty good though, like you were saying earlier. They do comic books and things like that.
And that's the thing. CSG has been doing comics forever.
Right.
So they know the grading process. It's just a matter of checking them, see how they did on our cards.
Right. And so that before JR opens the boxes, we sent 40 cards in a box that was smaller than this. This is what came back. And I'm telling you, it's got to weigh 5 to 7 pounds. So what we're going to be looking at today are 2 things. What grade did they give us? And so that you understand the scale, it's 1 to 10. 10, what would you call a 10?
10 is perfect.
Yeah,
it's a gem mint 10.
Yeah, it's you can't get any better. The incremental grades that CSG does are halves. So you can get a 5, 5.5, 6, 6.5. I don't think you can get a 10.5.
No.
But up to 10, so that's what they are. So obviously the closer to 10 you are, I'm not saying that it doesn't mean that your card is valuable. It means that the integrity of the card is good. Because you could take a common card and get it at a 10.
Yeah.
but you're not going to make any money off of it. So I want to make sure that those of you that are watching understand they're not coming back and telling us what our cards are worth. They're coming back and telling us the condition of our cards and putting them in something that the community will recognize. So if you decided to sell.
And one thing you got to understand when you get into the game is that a card's only worth what someone will pay for it.
We have a guest. Hello, guest. How are you?
Hello, guest.
She lives here. She's really not a gift. We've made some, but you know.
But I don't want to disturb you. Hello, folks.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, money bags. Money grip.
Yeah, right. We don't know how much money is in him because he makes a good point. And we have a strategy. I think his strategy is really good, but I'm not going to tell you what that strategy is until we get there. So what we're going to do now is we're going to open them and try to do a reveal without seeing all of them. I've told him already, quite by accident, I know how much this card is. And let me say something about this. This card came back separately because its value is more than any of the other 39 cards in there, and CSG treats it as such. So I think that's pretty cool. However, they did charge us. So basically, we paid around $400 a piece.
Yep.
Right, for 20 cards each to get them graded. I don't know if you guys can see, but he's got a box in this box. Tilt it.
There you go.
There you go. A box in a box. Very good. Okay, I see numbers.
Wow,
I see numbers.
Look at the way it is.
I see one number that I don't like.
Yeah, I don't like that number.
But can you show this? Like, hold it like this. Just so you guys can see, and this probably has our grades on it, so I don't want to look at that. Slots for every card in here. And like, because we don't want to see the numbers because we want to do a reveal. I'll put it there so you guys can kind of see on that. But what we're going to do now, I guess, is if we pull them from this side, because it looks like the numbers are on the back side. So I'm going to move this over here for the time being on your side. That's the money card.
Here is a Ken Griffey rookie card. They gave it a 7.5.
How's the build quality of the what do you think of the case and
it's really it's a quality product.
This is a Shaq CSG near mint 8 92.93 tops gold. That's gonna be your
Here's an 8.5 1987 tops gold beam team. And it's a 8.5.
Another beam team, my Shaq beam team, 8.5.
8.5.
8.5. Now here's one of the reasons that I'm a little disappointed. 8.5 is good, but to his point about, there's no borders on this card. So like with the Griffey card and other Shaq cards, you see, and I can look at the Griffey card right now and see that the border's off.
Yeah.
It's not centered. But there's no border on here.
Yeah. But you know what you have to realize about this? But this is pretty much good because what they would do is they would take these edges here, the silver edges, and see if they're the same size and stuff like that. So here we have an 8.5. They're stuck on 8.5. Another tops beam team, gold, the same as this one. It was 8.5, so we probably both send in one each, huh?
I'm guessing. We'll look at the sheet. This one is a Jordan. It's a 9. Fleer. This is the highest graded one we've got so far. And I'll say this. We talked about this before we went on air. CSG rarely gives a 10.
10, yeah.
Rarely gives a 10. So I don't know if this card is his or mine, but I'm hanging on to it real tight right now.
I think we have two of this.
We had a couple of them. Yeah. So this isn't bad because what year is this? 91, 92, and it's a mint 9, which is really, really good.
Okay. Let's see what we got here. Another beam team.
Jordan, did he give me a
8.5 Jordan?
Man, I wanted a 9 on that guy.
8.5 Jordan beam team. It's a beautiful looking card. I don't know, I don't know how I don't know their logic, but.
And here's the thing. So this one we had on the glass from the time that we got it on our own glass. So just so you guys understand, these weren't sitting in some box in the basement collecting moisture. We took really good care of them, and we took them right out of our protective case, put them in another protective case to ship them to get put into this case. Another 8.5, another Michael Jordan, 92-93. This one has borders on it. Topps gold, 92-93.
This is a 7.
Lowest number so far.
Michael Jordan, number 7. Gold.
Here's an 8 Jordan. I think this is one of yours. 92, 93 Topps Gold, number 205, the 50-point club.
A 9, Michael Jordan Gold, All-Star.
Fair enough. I remember this card, the Fleer. It's an 8.5. I don't think it's a high value card. I just think it's a cool looking card. You know, it's a cool looking card. Came in at an 8.5.
Oh, here we go. Number 9 for Michael Jordan Baseball.
That's a rarity, right?
Yeah.
You know, he had a little time that he spent. Was it the White Sox he was with?
Yeah.
Like, here's your card. That's a good graded card. That's a good graded card. We like 9s. Here's an 8. Again, another Jordan. This hoops, I want to say 90-91 was the first year we got really serious about it. Wasn't it the time that Admiral was a rookie?
Yes.
You know, so
Dave Robinson. It was this, well, he was the next year.
he was, just to give you an idea of, you know, the age of some of these. So that's not bad to be that old.
Here we have a 9, Michael Jordan Golfing.
Sometimes it's the rarity of the card
yeah.
that helps too. So if you have a card that's good quality and you got him golfing, that's old Mike golfing because he's slim right there.
Yeah.
Here's an 8, Vince Carter. I did send a couple Vinces in just because I like him. He's one of my favorite players. 98, 99 Skybox Premium. Again, there's no border. And it's just a nice picture of Vince on the back, but
see, there's no border, and that's the part that kind of confuses me. Here is another Vince Carter, 8.5.
we're getting better.
Good looking card.
Vince before he shaved his head. Another Vince, 8.5. I sent almost all these Vinces in. I like this one. The secret of this, there's an Easter egg in this one. The card number is 316. 316 is the birthday.
Here we go. Alonzo Mourning, 7.5.
He's another favorite. Now, this kind of goes back to what JR was saying earlier. He came in the league the same year as Shaq, and I think Shaq got Rookie of the Year. I had a problem with that because Zoe was my guy. Give me a 9.5. Here's an 8.5 from Alonzo, so I should be happy with that. Now, this is from the same Shaq set, correct, in that same year, 92 draft pick, right? And in this particular case, they did give Zoe the higher grade.
Michael Jordan. No, Derek Jeter, 9.
That's definitely his.
Yep.
That's a good. What's the year on that?
This is a 1993.
Another 9. This has got to be his as well. Derek Jeter.
Derek Jeter.
I didn't even recognize his face. Looks like a child.
Oh, here's another one of mine. Derek Jeter's. Oh, got an 8. His rookie.
Next card, 7.5
that's
for his
Cal
Ripken rookie.
Oh, man.
I haven't seen many of those get a 10 or even a 9 across
Well, you know
the board.
something?
You know?
All the cards back in the 80s and the 70s were like, the borders were just like terribly off.
There was bubble gum in there.
Yes.
There was a different type of wax paper.
Allen Iverson, 6. 6 for Allen Iverson. I don't know.
Which Allen is that?
This is 1996-97 Allen Iverson.
Here's a Jordan Upper Deck Retirement. It got an 8. It's interesting. It has a picture of him. What I like about the card is he's doing baseball on the back.
Now I'm worried about that card. Here's a 9, Michael Jordan.
Which one?
1991. 1991, hoops.
Here's a 7. A 7 Jordan, which is an All-Star 91 Fleer. Same thing. No real borders.
Here's another Jordan. Is this the same card? Here's a 9.
Here's an 8.5 Collector's Choice. Michael Jordan from the Players Club Platinum.
Here's a USA team, 91-92, Michael Jordan, 8.5.
Here's a 9 Jordan, though. 93-94 Fleer. Another Jordan. I like it. It's got his name going down the side there and across the back.
Oh, here's the nice, a 5.5 for Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, 2002, 2001 card. Wow. And that's kind of, I don't know.
Is that yours?
Yeah, I don't know.
Why is it a 5.5 though? That's
I just
serious.
can't get that. Are they rushing to get through? Or, I don't get it.
Here's a Kobe 8.5. This has got to be his. He sent all the Kobe's in. 2000, 2001 Fleer Game Time.
Here's an 8 Kobe Bryant. 95, 96, 97 Kobe Bryant.
Must be going through all the Kobe's now. And we are. Here's a Kobe 8, 96, 97 Fleer.
Kobe Bryant, 8. This is his rookie card, 96, 97.
Next to last here is another Kobe 8.5 Skybox Premium. Last one in the big box. What do you got?
Here we go. Let's see. Kobe Bryant, 5, rookie card.
We've gone through 39. Before we get to comments on the 39, now it's time for you to open up the money box. Let's see what's in it. Can you first tell them what this card is as you're opening it?
This is a 1998-99 Bowman Atomic Refractor.
It's also part of a limited set, meaning there were only 100 of these cards ever.
And I actually pulled card number 1 of 100.
1 of 100.
And it's a 9.
There you go, boy. There you go.
A 9. All right.
I didn't want to tell you.
It's a 9 on this Bowman Atomic Refractor. So anyway.
That is a excellent grade for CSG. I was really worried that that they were going to shortchange that card. And I'm just saying from the research that we've done, and we put months into it before we shipped it, we both thought that that card right here, just for what it's going for right now, and you're free to look it up, I'll put a couple links in the description, is the most valuable of everything in here. Not just the grade of a 9, but this card because it's limited. This card because it is 1 of 100. I don't think I've seen a more perfect card, and I honestly think that if CSG would have done anything besides this, it would have been a travesty. So with that, let's to close it out, let me get your thoughts on everything that we've done. So this makes, just so you guys know, that is our 10th 9.
Yes.
So basically we had 10 9s, 14 8.5s, 8 8s, and everything else was an other.
7
so
and 7.5.
32 of 40 were an 8 or better.
And
Your
we
thoughts?
had 3 cards.
Total
6
bust.
and under. 3 cards.
Total bust. As a disclaimer, we've never done this before. We've collected a long time, decades, but we've never had something graded before. The one thing that this gives you, I'll tell you my thoughts, is it gives me the ability to sell something and know that it's authentic.
Yes. The thing is, you could actually have a gem mint and it won't sell for top dollar because you didn't have this done. You have to be mindful of the grading company you want to use, because there's some companies that I've seen on some big box stores online, start with an A. They have everything's a 10.
All of them. Yeah.
You can't. You got to be leery of that.
I'm going to go out there on a limb, and I'm going to say that this card right here, just so you guys understand, because we haven't looked this up, I think this card is going to be over $30,000, and I don't think I'm close. I think it's going to be over $30,000. You're going to have to come back, report to us, and let us know.
Sure enough.
Let us know.
Sure enough. I'll report to you from the beaches of Jamaica.
Yes, you will. So thanks, you guys. I know this one was a little longer, but this was super important to us, and it was a cool process. If you have any questions about the process or anything like that, all my contact information will be in the description below. If you need to reach JR, let me know. I will tell you how to get in touch with him. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, especially if you're a buyer.
See ya.